Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Ants. Well, I think that's what we're going to call it. Still haven't quite decided what I'm going to call myself. On the channel I haven't really specified, but Box of Ants will do for now. So this is a new update to my Lasius Niger colony. Well, I actually hate to say colony, air quotes, because we've only got 3 or 4 Nantics and my queen is very new and she's getting ready for hibernation. But in the meantime, what I thought I would do was I went on to Ant Space and I bought myself a little bit of a gift, a little bit of a present. I'm actually suffering at the minute from shingles. Yes, shingles is not a disease just for old people. I've got it and the pain is horrendous. Without going into too much detail, let's just say I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It never lets up and it's going to get worse. So I'm still at work and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself. Any excuse, any excuse. From being in casualty, having x-rays on my chest and all this sort of stuff, finally worked out it's shingles. But anyway, we move on. I got this, which is the Colonizers kit from Ant Space. And this is the first time I've actually opened it up. And as you can see, there are lots of different parts in here. Some of the parts I don't even know what these are. But what really caught me about this system was its modular functionality. You can literally make this whole system, this whole setup, as big or as large or even as small as you want by using the pieces that kind of connect in a kind of Lego style. They snap and connect in very nicely. I really did like the look of this. With an example on the website when it actually connected everything up. Of course, as your colony of ants gets bigger, the more goodies and the more functionality that you can actually add to your formicarium. There are also a few little pieces in here that allow you to be able to lock off different sections. So you could connect this whole thing up, including an outworld, but lock it off for now as your colony of ants is too small. As you can see, there are some tubes in there. There is a watering bottle. Not quite sure what's in this one. Looks like we've got some more little viewing areas, I think. I think that's a viewing area. And as you can see, they're all modular and they slot into each piece. So you do get quite a lot in the bag, and these are the actual snap-in stands that go with the outworld, which I won't be building at this stage, I don't think, for a video. And these are the connectors that slot in, meaning you can connect anything you want to anything else. I'm hoping there are some instructions in here for actually fitting this together, especially the larger piece. Maybe they're in the bag. You can see that is the locking mechanism, so you can lock off areas. And here's another one. And some Allen keys. So you do get quite a few pieces in the box. Whether this is really worth £111, I think that's extortionate. But as I said, with me being ill and in pain, I thought I would treat myself. And this will be the actual outworld, which I'm probably not going to build up. As I've mentioned in this, I'll leave that for another video. But let's just have a look what we actually get in the packet. So this was my plan. I was going to be using this as a kind of nest for my colony. And I'm going to be attaching this locking area, this door, by using some of these little black clips in here. And from there, what I'm going to do is, I'll just show you this piece here. This actually snaps in this little door here. And you can lock off any of these doors that you want, and that fits in nice and tight actually. And from there, I'm then going to attach the locking door, which is this one, and that should just snap in there. And the whole thought process I had here was that I was going to get the existing test tube with my ants currently in it. I'm going to attach them to the lock door. Once they've moved into the nest on the left, I was then going to lock this and change the test tube that you can see down below and put cotton wool in and water, meaning then I could put them in hibernation. It was easy to view, easy to see. And when they're not in there, if I want to add any more water or change it or put in a little drop of honey or anything like that, I can do it without any fear of the ants escaping, which is a tendency that's a little bit of a worry currently. As you can see, this test tube does actually push in there. So this is the one that I'm going to attach cotton wool and water to. Well, that's the plan anyway. Let's just see the next stage if we can get them in there. So there she is. There it is. We've got our little door on. We've got our clear perspex on the top. That's why I'm going to put the water in there. As you can see, these just snap in nicely, and we can twist this. Once the ants are in this left-hand section here, I can lock that off. Now, there is room on the left as well for a water facility to be able to make it humid in there, but as they're going into hibernation, this is not really something that I need to worry about, because you can actually put water in there through that hole, should you want to, or even a drop of honey. And then here, this is where I'm going to put my existing tube of ants, and hopefully they'll jump through. You may be wondering, how are you actually going to get your ants to leave their beautiful warm test tube and actually go inside this little nest area here? Well, this was the plan. I was going to get this LED light, which has no heat, it's just bright, and I was going to blast it onto the test tube while they're in here, and hopefully at some point they will go, bollocks to that, it's too hot out here, too sunny. We'll come through, the gate will be open, and once they're settled in there, I will then close the gate behind them, and then I will swap the tube out for water and cotton. So you basically know what the plan is here, and this would enable me a little bit easier to keep an eye on them when they're actually in hibernation. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I present you with my queen. Still haven't named her as yet. There has been some quite funny and comical and predictable suggestions, should I say, including Kate. If you're a follower of my other channels, you'll know why that is. But let me just place the queen there, and let's see if we can get Her Royal Highness to move. So this is the old tube that came from Ant Space. I'm now going to take the cotton wool out of here, and hopefully my little Niger Nantics decide to stay in the tube. Hopefully they will stay with the queen. This cotton wool's getting a little bit messed up now. And that gives me a chance to get that honey out, which they haven't touched actually, and that's been in there now for probably 4 or 5 days. And let's just quickly attach this to the... Oh no. Oh no, it's a different size. I don't believe it. The tube's a different size. Oh my god. Right, so the Ant Space test tubes are clearly different from the Ant Kit size. Damn it! So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some tape and actually physically stick these two tubes together, and then I will probably get the red acetate over this right hand side, leave it under the light, and when they've actually decided that they want to move into the darker side, which will be the glass tube, the tube that fits from Ant Space into the connector that we were looking at, once that actually fits and they've gone in there, I can just take the tape off, connect that into the nest that you've seen we were just looking at, and that, ladies and gentlemen, I think will be a solution to this problem. So obviously there are different size test tubes, something, again, in the wonderful world of learning about ant keeping, these are the things that we love and we learn. We live and we learn. And I'm now going to place this on the box up there, and hopefully Her Royal Highness and her subjects will move, but in the meantime, let's get the camera out and have a look and see if she's happy and what's actually happening in that tube, because these ants are absolutely tiny and it makes it very, very difficult to see with the naked eye what's actually going on in there. I will try and keep the camera as fairly steady as I can, but as you can see in there we've actually got a larva. There's a few larvae in there I can see on the left. We've also got some eggs and a couple of cocoons as well, or pupa should I say. So the queen seems to be very happy. Now I'm not sure whether I've actually got a dead nanitic worker there. Doesn't seem to be moving. It looks like the top of his head's missing, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. As you can see, he's got a larva in his mouth. Maybe we'll get a better angle from the other side. So we're zoomed in now at 20 times the actual size. So you can see we have actually got some larvae down there at the bottom left, and pupa as well, and some eggs. So the queen has been busy. She seems to be rather happy in there. I have been checking on her probably every couple of days now, and I really was wanting to put them into hibernation, but a few people have said, you know why, you've got eggs and pupa and things like that, and you might want to hold off a little while and wait till they've hatched into workers. As you can see, there is lots going on in there, so I'm quite happy. Probably do need some advice from you professional ant keepers out there on isn't now really the time to put them into hibernation when there's lots going on within this test tube. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this update. I haven't really gone into too much in-depth review on the ant space kit because I'm a new ant keeper, so this is all new to me, and I've been suckered in a little bit by the look and design of it, as I'm a designer in real life anyway. And I just loved the functionality of it being modular and being able to build it up, etc. Because we could even have it vertically on your wall as a kind of an art piece, and that would be really, really cool. If you've got any advice for me and you've made it this far into the video, please do let me know about the hibernation status now and what I should do, especially with there being so much activity within the test tube. We are now on the 7th of November, so really, I'm told these ants should have probably gone into hibernation, probably, nearly 6 weeks ago now. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and all my new subscribers. I shall see you in an update for my Lasius Niger colony, coming real soon. Bye bye.